High flow nozzles, they promise faster print speeds, but are there any downsides? And why are they not shipping with every printer by default? To find out, I will compare a 0.8mm and 0.4mm standard versus high flow nozzle for the Bambu Lab H2C and see how fast it will print, what the quality is like, and test the strength of the parts. Before getting into the results, a quick note. Bambu Labs provided me the printer and the high flow nozzles for free, but they have no control over my content or conclusions. Let's get right into it. First, I want to compare the 0.4mm high flow nozzle with the normal nozzle at the same speed. Looking closely at the two tests, I would say the differences are quite minimal. There's a bit of streaking on the top surfaces of the high flow nozzle, but overall the rest of the print looks identical. Next, I ran the same test with a different test object using the 0.8mm nozzles. Now in this test, the differences are quite minor between the two prints. You can see the high flow nozzle actually has better print quality at the same speed. But of course, printing at the same speed isn't why we are getting a high flow nozzle. So next I printed this test over here. The normal 0.4 nozzle at its normal speed and the high flow nozzle at its default speed as well. So the high flow is quicker than the normal nozzle. And in this test you can see the faster printing part has a few defects. So printing at higher speeds does slightly impact the quality. Now the exact same setting with the high flow nozzle and the normal nozzle, but this time at high speed, we get these results. This is the normal nozzle and this is the high speed nozzle. You can clearly see that the normal nozzle simply cannot handle the high flow and starts deteriorating. With the 0.8mm nozzle, you quickly run into the wall here. In many scenarios, the high flow nozzle performed a bit better at normal speeds, but with high speeds, the high flow nozzle didn't look spectacular and the normal nozzle completely failed. I even tried this on Polymaker's Polysonic PLA or PLA Pro, and they all could not keep up with anything above 40mm cubed per second. So next, how much time does this nozzle actually save you? I printed this H2C poop chute. This piece printed in 1 hour and 45 minutes, while the normal nozzle took 2 hours. Considering that this print with a 0.4mm nozzle would have taken over 4 hours, that 1 hour 45 minutes seems extremely fast. That's around 15 to 20% time saved. But the problem comes in with smaller objects. If you have small objects with high details, most of the time you will not get any time saved at all. So with small objects, the time savings are non-existent. Next, let's talk about material compatibility. The 0.4mm high flow nozzle is quite restricted compared to the others. It doesn't support filled filaments or TPU, so carbon fiber is a no-go. While the 0.8mm nozzle is a bit more flexible, supporting carbon fiber and other filled filaments, but TPU is still problematic. And I think this is the major reason why high flow nozzles are not default on most printers yet. Next, durability is also a concern. High flow nozzles are more expensive and clogging appears to be common. I personally haven't run into any clogs during my testing, but I have read online that people have broken their nozzle as soon as it clogged. Finally, strength. First, I tested tensile strength using printed samples pulled along the layer lines. First, the 0.4mm high flow nozzle at fast speed. Next, the 0.4mm nozzle at default speed. Here you can see an almost negligible difference. On a 3 sample average, the slowly printed sample was about 2% stronger. Next test is layer adhesion. First, the 0.4mm high flow sample. Next, the 0.4mm normal sample. And this is where things got interesting. When pulling the layers apart, the normal nozzle performed much worse. On average, the normal nozzle broke at around 7 kilograms, while the high flow samples broke at around 14 kilograms. I tested the same high flow nozzle again, but slowed down. Still stronger than the normal nozzle, but weaker than the high speed. Overall, my test showed that tensile strength between both nozzles are statistically almost the same, while layer adhesion is a bit more complicated, quite heavily affected by the layer time and print speed. In conclusion, high flow nozzles do exactly what they claim. They increase the maximum achievable speed, but it's important to note that the benefit only appears in specific scenarios, mainly larger simple prints. And the main trade-off is clear. You are limited in what materials you can use. What stood out most to me is the layer adhesion. At higher flow rates, the high flow nozzle produced significantly stronger layer bonding. That's something I want to explore, especially across different filaments in the future. If you're chasing maximum print speed, high flow nozzles make sense, but only if your prints and material can take advantage of it. Overall, my favorite of the two high flow nozzles was the 0.8mm version. It gave me the speed benefit of a bigger nozzle, improved quality over the default 0.8mm nozzle, and improved layer adhesion. If you're using a high flow nozzle, I'd be interested to hear your experience, especially what is the fastest filament you've tested so far. And if you're thinking about picking up a high flow nozzle or Bambu printer, you can use my affiliate link in the description. It helps support the channel at no extra cost. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!